Bye, bye, bye. Today, bye, bye. I'm playing Toy Blast again. And you know what happened last time, don't you? After taking 47 minutes doing level 559 and only having a bit less difficulty with 560, I was ready to go on to this new map section, which is a snowy theme, as you can see, because this is still probably part of the Christmas theme of the game, as it was in the year 2015, I think. And whether it was Christmas or really in the New Year, I'm not sure, but I think it was around about Christmas time or just after Christmas time, who knows? And the presence of the snowman here makes me wonder if this is when the snowmen start appearing as a new feature in the game. Tough to say, really, isn't it? And look at this bothersome rabbit down here trying to steal the carrot nose from the snowman. Animals can be awfully mischievous, can't they? Even though this one looks like he's knitted and sewn together, bless him. And look at this old-fashioned looking gas lamp as well. And we also have a reindeer, a single solitary reindeer down here on a sledge. Like Santa's missing, and his nose looks like a bit of a face as well, doesn't it? With more stitching to go along with the toy theme. And this house again makes me think of what I said in one of my videos that I did not so long ago, where I was talking about TV and Sky One and the introductory video Sky One would sometimes play at Christmas time in 1994, showing a TV in a living room with carol singers out the window. It was a very nice and cozy introductory segment, baby dolls, as I'm sure you can imagine. And there's just a fire station over here with the bell outside. Not gonna be many fires probably in this snowy landscape though, is there? And there's just like a kind of ploughing machine like what they had in our episode of The Simpsons where Homer and Barney competed with each other with their ploughing businesses. And finally we have some Christmas trees up here which haven't been cut down and used as Christmas trees in people's houses. Maybe people are taking a compassionate stance towards the environment and the wilderness in this place here. That's the good, humane thing to do after all, isn't it, eh, baby dolls? And are these kind of like icy stepping stones along the pathway or something in between the level markers? It's tough to say, isn't it, along with snowballs here? Anyway, let's start at the first level of this section, 561. I don't see any snowmen here in the objectives, so maybe we don't get the snowmen yet. And could these 3 stars on this stand here maybe represent or be indicative or a nod to the star system regarding the point scoring on the levels, where you have a chance to earn up to 3 stars depending on the amount of points you score on the levels? Hard to say really whether they're interrelated or correlated in any way, shape or form, isn't it? Anyway, on to 561 now, the first level of this new section. And I wasn't far behind the person in first, was I? Yes, like there's no snowmen here. Isn't it cute how the computer toys have little wheels or whatever they are underneath? Like, now that they have that means of propulsion, that means of conveyance, if you will, that they could potentially end up being dangerous if they're programmed with the wrong programming and told to maybe start killing people or whatever. Like, never mind. This is going to be spectacular quite early on, isn't it? Nice to see that this seems a good deal more simple compared to some of those previous levels I was doing last night, isn't it? One of them, 559, was an absolute nightmare to do. But I like to think that I've learned things from it, from that ordeal, I suppose you could maybe call it. After all, when I was watching myself play it over and over again last night, I was coming up with ideas and things that I could have done which I didn't do. So if I do get a nightmarish level like that again, I won't be worried. Okay, I dare say it'll be enough if we turn the purples into propellers here. So why don't we do that? Yes, it was enough. Except I need slices of toast, or I didn't notice. Didn't notice that I need slices of toast. Still, it shouldn't be too difficult with the positions they're in, should it? Although I am running a bit low on moves right now. Makes it difficult when there's only two toasters, doesn't it, in a given place on the map. We're pretty close to falling behind on the moves to toast slices ratio, aren't I? Yes, looking like I actually might not do it after all. After I had such a great start as well. Fail already. Was taken by surprise by the toasters at the bottom of the screen, though. I was thinking it was just all about sweet jars and And toys, this level, you see. It's suddenly seeming harder than before, isn't it?
Yippee!
Coming close to falling behind with my moves to toast slices ratio again, aren't I? Don't think it's possible to get more than two toast slices per move when there's only two toasters on screen either. So yeah, that's definitely something to be mindful of for my next attempt if I don't succeed here, isn't it? Typical of that not to be a sideways propeller when I needed it, isn't it? Another fail. I did have a harder start that time though, didn't I? Looks like another bad start on the colours front as well, doesn't it? Well, this is a better start at least than last time. Must remember to attack the toasters, Mahi, mustn't I? I'm gonna just go with double propellers here. Double TNT boxes probably aren't going to be really all that helpful here, I don't think. Starting to run worryingly close on moves again, or on moves again, aren't I? Looks like a win now. Well, that ended up being a bad start to the video, didn't it? In regards to the struggle I had with that first level, At least I beaten my previous score though. So that was 561. Now on to 562. Still, I'm used to facing struggles and resistance in life. Sometimes I feel like hardly anything comes easily to me, in fact.
Yes!
For showy purposes, I think I'll trigger all of these toys to go to the bottom of the screen at the same time, all 6 of them. Always nice and satisfying, that kind of thing, you see. Maybe you can get double Rubik's Cubes here. How unlucky was that? Just doesn't want to give me more blues, does it? I could be shooting myself in the foot here trying so hard to get double Rubik's Cubes. Yeah, let's just, I'd say, never mind. I was able to do it, possibly all along, but was too dumb to do it. And wasn't that spectacular seeing all of the pumpkin skin fly with that double Rubik's Cube hit? Double Rubik's Cubes again, I think, yes. Well, I guess it's a third time, I hope. Doesn't matter if I don't, of course, given how well I'm doing. I was hoping this would shoot downward. Now we take out 3 columns of them instead of 2, you see. How nice. Maybe you can finish it off spectacularly with double Rubik's Cubes though. Yes. Even though there's only 1 pumpkin left to hit. This'll be a spectacular score, won't it? And it gets me nicely into first. If I wasn't there already, that is, anyway. On to 563 now, which I'm second on. That doesn't bode well, does it? Having to get 48 of 2 colours with lights in them, when you think of how hard a time I had with just 18 of 2 different colours on level 559. Still, maybe it'll be more generous with the colours with lights in them on this level. After all, they're all over the place already, aren't they? But I'm gonna seize the opportunity anyway, just in case it isn't so much generous after all. Seems like it is being generous though, doesn't it? So there's a relief the likes of which Leaf Tilden would be grateful for, baby dolls. In fact, there's so many green and orange boxes with lights in them that it's seeming like I might not even have to worry about getting enough of them, isn't it? So my earlier trepidations regarding my success with this level might have been rather inappropriate. So it seems like the blocks with lights in them only change from orange to green rather than change into all manner of different colours, doesn't it? That is a good, handy thing to know, which I imagine will be conducive towards my success here. I do anticipate such a possibility anyway. Getting low on the beach balls do I need now, aren't I? Seems like the beach balls are gonna just keep coming though, even when I get the amount that I need, doesn't it? I knew these had all changed into greens, which is why I left it, since I need more greens than oranges right now. Seeming like quite a doddle, this, in fact, isn't it? Well, Dodie, it seems like the level is starting to get a bit stingier with the blocks with lights in them as I progress with the objectives, isn't it? Could be a bit of a cause for concern, but I doubt it at the moment. Suppose we might as well turn the oranges into propellers. Could we get double Rubik's Cubes here? It's looking like it. Yes, how nice. Always a nice way to finish things off. And this level looks like it's shaped like a Christmas tree, doesn't it? I haven't noticed that before, you see, baby dolls. And I meant nicely in first. No. That half an hour's soon passed, doesn't it? So that was 563, wasn't it? On to 564 now. More of the same, but with how we have to get fewer this time, it makes you wonder if the level's going to be stingier with the blocks with lights in them, doesn't it? Surely there must be something that will make it more complex, given the seemingly more simple objective and all. After all, there aren't many on screen right now, are there? Still, at least they only seem to be changing from red to green. There's squares with the colours in with the changed colour. So that's something at least to put us at ease in these trying times. I get the feeling things will be less complicated once we manage to get rid of these two bricks. That way we'll have more moves open and available to us, you see. I think turning all the reds into TNT detonators will be handy here. Although the green squares with lights in them do a need is still alarmingly high, isn't it? Especially when you think of how many moves are pretty close to the amount that I need left, but we're gonna get a lot here anyway. 3 to be precise, which is a lot when you think about it, given the circumstances. Seems like this could end up being another loss, though, doesn't it? Still came reasonably close. Yeah, the difficulty spike doesn't really seem to have eased very much, does it? Oh, this is good, isn't it? Well, do I have enough moves left to do it, I wonder? It's good how this will target pretty much all of the middle of this playing area, isn't it? And how the bubbles and the lights are mainly converged in this area as well. Beautiful. Nice. Was hoping for this kind of thing. Now we only need the reds and then I'll be laughing. Yes, looks like a win for me now. That was well thought out, wasn't it? And it puts me in first as well. Okay, so that was 564, on to 565 now. Ice cubes. Although given the confined playing space, the ice cubes will be quite a bit of a complicating factor when you look at it that way, won't they? So we need to be leery when all things are said and done. Will I get them all with this double TNT detonator, I wonder? Yes, how nice. Even caused a bit of lag with that little bit of excellence just then. And now it's just a matter of getting tons of toast slices within the allotted amount of moves, which shouldn't be too challenging, I imagine. Nice to get some more simple levels after those hard ones that we had just then, isn't it? We are behind with our move to toast slices ratio, but I don't really think that's a problem, to be honest, at this point. Suppose I might want to try putting more effort into getting the toast slices faster now, doll, mightn't I? Given how I'm still behind by a considerable amount. Okay, let's turn the greens into propellers and see what this does for us. It puts me on equal terms with my moves and toast slices, and I'm gonna win. I score, I. On to 566 now. I see we get cannons here. And bricks as well. Forming quite a rather complex array of blockages and obstructions. Nice. Double Rubik's Cubes, maybe. Don't think they'll do as much good, though, just yet. Given the amount of beach balls that we still need, and how there isn't many on screen. Yeah, double Rubik's Cubes won't help much at the moment, but we're gonna get them anyway, even though I wasn't really trying for that. Maybe this will shoot sideways and be quite a help. No. Okay, now we've got 9 beach balls on screen, which is exactly what we need. And I've got another move, so I can click these greens to hopefully get more yellows on screen. And then hopefully this will be enough for us to get all 7 and win. Turn the yellows into propellers. Going, yeah, well, I had 2 left to get, which is quite near when you think about it, but not enough to win. I was close though, wasn't I, eh, baby dolls? So there's something we can take consolation from. Seems like things are going better now though, doesn't it? Let's try and get some more beach balls on screen before we trigger the double Rubik's Cubes, I'd say. And maybe this propeller will shoot downward as well. Nice. Okay, let's trigger them now. Only 9 left to get in 18 moves, which shouldn't be too difficult. Hoping that it shoots sideways. Maybe this will shoot sideways, eh? Nice. And now we have a very large number of beach balls on screen compared to what we actually need, don't we? So we should win now, or very soon at least. Victory. Doesn't get me into first, but you can't be first every time. Just dealing with my OCD there. Let's try and do one more level before I call this video to an end. After all, it doesn't look like it'll pose all that much of a challenge, does it? Could be wrong though. Return of the bowling pins here, eh? I was hoping the propeller would fall through this box of bowling pins, so I'd have a combination of power-ups here. But I forgot how the game works, didn't I? Happens to the best of us, I suppose. That was nice. Double Rubik's Cubes again. How nice. More double Rubik's Cubes, maybe. Yes. This is proving a doddle again, isn't it? And I believe that brings our little video here to a close. With a nice spectacular score, which gets me in first. So, with that, baby dolls, I bid you all farewell again. Goodbye. Didn't I do well? To quote Bruce Forsyth, bye.